Hey, good morning everybody. Today is a lovely Saturday day. It's been a while since I've been producing any content, so today we're going to be doing some work around the house and try to get a little bit organized. Had a little bit of a bump there last few weeks of not being able to produce any content or anything like that. Work-life balance is always tilting to one way or the other. So anyway guys, today is going to be all about preparing everything. The 6-liter turbo diesel, I've got a part in the backyard where it's going to be parked, and we're going to be doing a new project called, we're going to be doing my UTV, my Argo XF500 into a fire truck. So anyway guys, let's go and start prepping for that. Today we're going to go do a dump run. I got some stuff in the garage and in the backyard that needs to be taken away to the dump, and then from there we're going to do a little bit of a reorganization of the equipment and vehicles. So it's going to be just a work day. Let's jump in the truck, start moving everything into place, and go on a little bit of a work adventure. So first order of the business is to make some room. So I'm going to move the IMEV, who I nicknamed Little George, and yeah, we're going to get after this. So far the electric car has been working really good, and no complaints at all, and that has been good. I have a friend staying with me right now. They're in school down from Yellowknife, so you might see him on some future vlogs and helping me work on the 6-liter. He's an HD mechanic, so might as well help use his skill set to help me do some projects. But anyway guys, let's go now move the Super Duty. Well guys, we did the dump run and that's all taken care of, so it's a lot cleaner around the side-by-side. So again, this is what's going to be kind of the plan. I'll kind of show you. So this is my parking pad that I have right now. I didn't film that, but I moved the shed. It used to be sitting where that side-by-side is and was having limited space. So to maximize that, I decided to get help from my buddy who we moved it over last week or a couple weeks now, and this now sits as a extra pad. So it's really good with the trailer side by side sitting on it. However, I'm gonna need the space for the Super Duty for the 6.0, and that's it. So this is what's going to be the next project, is going to be the fire suppression, firefighting equipment for the side-by-side. So that's what's going to be in the next few episodes. I got most of the equipment ready to go. I'm just waiting on Amazon's fire hose to complete the actual system, and so that should be good. But anyway guys, it's time to hook this guy up to the Tundra, put it out on the road, take the side-by-side off, put it in the garage, put the 6.0 over here, lock it up, close the gate. That's done, and then park the trailer in the driveway, which I will lock in as well. So we got a little bit of work ahead of us. Let's hook up the camera and kind of see how this rodeo is going to be kicking. Well guys, other than my camera wanting to take a little bit of an exploration of the rear bed of the Tundra, the Super Duty fits just perfect. So I got some room to spare. She's under lock and key, and so I'm not worried about it. We live in a pretty good neighborhood, and plus with the extra security around here with the cameras and all that, I'm pretty sure she'll be fine. Anyway guys, last job is to get this side-by-side off and bring it in the garage, and then I'll show you exactly what I have in store for the system that I'm building with it. guys, everything's in place. I've got the truck all parked up. We got the Super Duty back there. Not sure if you can see it with the camera adjusting its sensor. The trailer is parked and locked in place, and now we are going to look at the fire truck, or the mini fire support vehicle. I call it a tactical services unit, or a tactical response unit. And basically tactical is something specific for a specific task. And so this is what this one is going to be all about, is how to, use this as a backup support system to do small fires, to do spot coolings, identifying zombie fires now. And so this little equipment is perfect. So it's not 100% done yet. So what I'm going to use this one is I'm going to use a 55-gallon loaf tank. And this one here is UFA. Now the capacity of this side-by-side, since it's a smaller capacity in terms of its ability to tow and to have weight, this is your entry level. So you have to be very conscious of how much weight you're putting it into it. However, with what I have, I should still be able to comfortably put in about 45 to 50 gallons tops. And then that will be its maximum load capacity. And then from there, this is the capacity of it. So we'll test it out and see how much water, how long it'll last. To do about a 45, 50 gallon, I'm guessing it'll have a 2-minute range of fire suppression or cooling as a water source. Now, again, I'm equipping this to do two things. You have a water source on hand that you can fill up and then keep coming back and forth to, replenish the tank. The other one that I'm going to do is, if you are near water sources like ponds, rivers, and other water sources that you can identify, this is what this one's going to be. This is a foot valve, and you can make it reverse. So I can take this and fill it up from rivers, streams, sloughs, even mud puddles. This will filter it out, replenish the tank, go back into operation. So this is not a perfect setup, of course. The capacity is going to be the biggest factor of what you can do. However, it does still have a support role. This can come in and do a bunch of variety of things. Maybe you do spot cooling, and again, that tactical specific area of usage. But anyway, guys, let's see how I'm going to set this up. So again, 55-gallon container. I'm using a loaf tank. It'll have capacity here. UFA. We are going to talk a little bit about the safety when the water starts to get depleted, and if you're traveling with or 3/4 to half a tank, those things there can upset the vehicle. So we're going to talk a little bit about the splashing and the sloshing, and to see about using baffles in a side-by-side, because that could be a safety consideration. But beyond that, we're using, like I said, a 55-gallon tank. We've got the inlet tank. Of course, the foot valve will be inside this tank on the other end of the hose, sucking things up. So it'll help protect the pump in case there's any debris in there. The pump that I'm going to be using is a Canadian, or it's a local to here. It's our Harbor Freight for Canada. It's Princess Auto. And Princess Auto, they sell a bunch of stuff. So anyway, I got a small little 1-inch pump. It's a 79cc, small little couple, about 4 or 5 horsepower, maybe, if that. Gasoline tank. I went with gasoline because it's a lot more powerful. I was going to buy an all-in-one tank with a electric spray, but that was more for pesticide spray, very low stream. This one here will have a lot more water volume. So it all fits nicely inside the side-by-side. Okay, from there I'm going to get a 1-inch fire hose. It's about a 50-foot length hose. Now at Princess Auto, I wasn't able to get actually the water spray gun, so I went on Amazon and I ordered one. It should be here tomorrow. Now the rest of the system includes coupler locks, and again, just to put the system together, because it's going to be, hitting it up. I'm designing it so it's very compact, but it's very functional. One of the reasons why I have it on this side of the on the table rather than the other side is that when the water's in there, it kind of balances the AT or the UTV. If it's a single operator, the water will be distributing the weight as much as possible. Second of all, this is where the exhaust is. I didn't want the exhaust close to the tank here. Now it's not going to output that much heat, but it could still be an issue. And also the reason why is for hose clearance and operation. Again, this will be easy to start. You just go pull it in. I'm going to have extra parts and pieces. So once we're in here, we're going to do a video of me putting it all together, hooking everything up. We got to prime the pump with water, put some oil in it, fill it up with fuel, fill the tank up with some water. We'll actually give it a demo and everything else to see how this works. This unit will be available for training and for support for the wildland fires, which may be even worse than last year. So this might actually get put to work sooner than later. And so far it's doing really good. I've got a bit of a battery issue. I haven't been driving this too much, and I think the battery is starting to deplete. It's not as strong as possible. It's not as strong as it was. So I might just have to drive it more, but other than that, the thing does run and drive really well. And again, here we go with the operational unit. So again, this is kind of what the project is. This is part one of the firefighting season, and this is part one of building a small little mini fire truck out of my XF500 Argo UTV. It's going to be a real fancy unit. I think it looks pretty cool with the black engine and the covers and everything. I think it kind of makes it look pretty professional and stuff like that. So that's kind of where we're at with this guy. And yeah, so again, once the gun comes in and I get the complete set, we're going to do a how-to video to put it together, and then take it out on a run and test it out and see how see how the fire suppression UTV works. Who knows? Maybe they'll be more popular as it's needed. So anyway, guys, that's basically it for today's video. Coming up, I got some modifications for the Tundra. I got some work that I'm going to do on the iMeave. And of course, I can't forget the Super Duty, and of course, everything else in here. And that's basically it. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoy the video. And yeah, stay tuned for part two on putting it together and testing out the fire suppression unit on my Argo XF500 UTV.